Welcome once again to another primetime edition of Goal Line, the Washington Commanders show. I am your host, Freddie Football, and I'm not going to be too long tonight. Tonight was the second and third rounds of the NFL draft, and the Washington Commanders. What I was holding up to you was showing you where they are in the draft. Last night they picked Sonny Styles, number 7, and last night they picked up at number 71 in the third round wide receiver Antonio Williams out of Clemson. And Antonio Williams out of Clemson I thought was a home run pick. And social media had a lot of good things to say about him, and I kind of want to share with you a couple of the quotes. And before I get to that, I just wanted to say that this pretty much the Commanders set themselves up in the first round where they could pick the best player available, and they did that by picking up Sonny Styles. Give me just a minute. So the Commanders in this third round, they did need wide receiver is a position of need that they desperately need. Jaden Daniels, he needs some more go-tos. We got Chig from the tight end from the Tennessee Titans in free agency, which was good, and we picked up a couple of running backs, Rashad White that came from Tampa Bay, Jerome Ford that came from the Cleveland Browns. But there were still question marks as far as the wide receiver room. Yes, we did get Diami Brown back. He played with us a couple years ago. He was in that championship game, and the following season last year, they let him go and he went to Jacksonville. So now Diami is back. You know, he already has a rapport with that kid Jaden. So, but we need more help. The wide receiver field on our team, I think, is a little thin. And so this was more like a position of need. So I think that they made the right choice, choose a wide receiver. So I'm happy about that. Let me do this real quick. Give me just a minute, excuse me. You know, I wanna apologize because my last video I kind of messed up some names. One of the names I messed up was Bobby Wagner, the linebacker that who's soon to be a Hall of Famer that played with us last year, and Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback that was chosen by the Los Angeles Raiders. So I messed those two names up, so I apologize. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably already caught it. And thank you once again for joining me tonight. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you have any comments, drop a comment below. I welcome all comments, and I thank you for that. So I want to share with you a couple of the quotes that social media made about the newest Washington Commander, Antonio Williams, a wide receiver out of Clemson. SR5 says this about wide receiver Antonio Williams: best looking aspect of Antonio Williams' game looks to be his ability to get open, which is something Washington desperately needs. I agree. Lots of quick cuts and good route running. I see why they were interested, especially if they were going to bring in another vet outside receiver. Sleeper NFL says Jayden Daniels has a new weapon in Antonio Williams. Fire. Brian Baldinger, who they call Baldy from NFL, from NFL.com. Clemson wide receiver Antonio Williams is a name to remember this week during the NFL draft. When you know, a gifted router. J.P. Finley from NBC Washington. He quotes Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney. Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney loves Commanders' third-round pick Antonio Williams. And here's what Dabo Swinney said, his head coach from Clemson. He's different, but he is in the same class and category of all the greats that we've had come through here at that position. I think he can play all three positions. So now, Jayden Daniels has an added weapon alongside Terry McLaurin, which was desperately needed, because we don't know if this is Scary Terry's last year or if he's got a little more in the tank. But he's 30. I believe he's 30 now, 30 or 31. And so this is just another weapon to throw the rock to alongside Terry McLaurin. And I watched the highlights of this guy. This guy has an uncanny ability to get open. He's fast. He plays from the slot, but he can play in the Z or he can play all three positions. I even seen him do gadget plays like Debo, and he's fast running the ball too. So he tracks the ball well. He has good hands. He gets open. He runs routes with precision. He's a playmaker. So I see a lot of first downs in the future. I see this guy, making big plays, and I see this guy scoring a lot of touchdowns. So he's made the offense of Washington just that more dangerous. So Ep.5, Jayden, that kid Jayden, he's got someone else to throw the ball to. And I'm just excited for this season to start, and I look forward to it. So, without further ado, let's look at the newest commander, Antonio Williams. Oops, sorry about that. Typo. Give me a minute. So, without further ado, here we go. Oh, just a minute.
Now a little flea flicker. They're going to throw it back to Klubnik. Pursuit coming. They're going to throw into the end zone. It's caught! Oh, flicker throw for Antonio Williams. Edwin Joseph is there, and Williams.
Yes, sir.
Klubnik. Quick throw. Antonio Williams the catch. First down and more. Out to the 34.
With that, that's what you got to do right now. And Duke's got to understand that that's going to happen.
Around college football, maybe in the second half, depending. Looking for Antonio Williams. Thanks to Antonio Williams. Basina, quick throw. Williams the catch. Antonio trying to break for the outside. First down.
I mean, this is their best offense right now. It's these, what we call quick screens, where the linemen are out.
Gone in this third. Another first down for this is Williams. Almost got tripped up. Kept his feet. Antonio Williams in the as a receiver downfield. Play fake by Cade Klubnik. They've 23 yards of offense so far. Deep throw and a catch. Cade Klubnik. What a throw by Cade Klubnik. A good win back. Klubnik from the pocket wants to take the shot for Williams, who makes the catch. Antonio Williams, 20 down.
Game this season and 9 rebounds. He's a legit player.
Yeah, great athlete. On the receiver screen, that's Antonio Williams. Blitz. Klubnik well protected, and he delivers a strike to Antonio Williams.
You see what Clemson's doing? They're spreading out this BC defense, trying to create opportunities.
Klubnik rips it again for Williams. Touchdown.
That experience is really helping them.
Some highlights right there of our newest commander, wide receiver Antonio Williams out of Clemson. That's all I have for tonight. Tomorrow is the last day of the draft, so it'll be from rounds 4 to 7. The Commanders have 4 more picks. That'll be their busiest day, the last day. So they have 1 pick in round 5 at 147, 2 picks in round 6, 187 and 209. And then their last pick will be in round 7 at 223. Interested in that. So I'll be coming back to you tomorrow with another video and showing you the final results of the 2026 NFL draft for the Washington Commanders and see who else they bring in. Real excited, looking forward to that. So with that said, you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining me at Goal Line, the Commanders Show. I am your host, Freddie Football. You guys have a good one. Be safe. Peace and God bless.